Hello everyone, it's Team Rocket Plays here with episode 20 on our Let's Play Minecraft Together series on my channel. On this episode, guys, we're gonna get a little bit more work done. In between episodes, actually been a little bit busy, as I'm gonna show you right now. So yeah, before I forget, actually let me come and get ahead before I show you guys. So it's really cool, guys. In between episodes, I haven't been able to record since the last one, but I've had time to actually play a little bit here and there. And I can't add ahead. I think because I locked it, so I don't know if I can unlock it. But yeah, you guys can see on this one I actually did place ahead. And yeah, so there's small shops, kelp blocks, and then I placed a couple item frames, one over here just to so far away you can see what it is, and then down here just like I put one right there, like as if yeah, there's one on the table. Same thing on over here, but over here we got our dried kelp. Yeah, so that's what I had planned when I was building this, and then I saw this area, kind of this is what I wanted to do. So yeah, I think they're pretty cool. It just fits. I kind of looked up some of these shops or these tents that they would use back in those days, and I came up with this simple building, which I thought was pretty cool. And it seems like Jared just joined, so let's say hello. And then after that, guys, I came over here and I worked on the paths a little bit, if you guys can see over there. But before we get over there, I want to show you the small area that I added. Something that I kind of want to add in this spot right here is like a cart where they carry all the kelp to bring over here just to sell. So I think that's something I want to place around here. And then I placed a little chair where we can sit down, like a little bench. Alright, so now for the rest, I continued the path going this way, and then I also added another one right here. I kind of finished it off where I connected to this side over here, which I wasn't planning to, but after a while, you know, I was like, you know what, just to make it, I didn't want to do that. Just to make it fit, I decided just to connect it, and I think it works out a little bit. Although I still need to come over here and add a little bit more detail. I did add some bushes right here, if you guys notice, to the actual area, but it's not like full. It's not like finished. I still want to come back here when I get a chance and mess with it a little bit. Also added this tree right here because yeah, I added a few trees. So in this area, guys, I was planning to do a building, but then I got an idea of doing, like, since this is the entrance from the nether, I kind of wanted to make it into a little I don't know how to say, like a little quad area, I think that's what you would call it. So I decided to do this. I might place like some sign or a stand right here giving a little bit more information of the whole place. I might bring like a villager, add a little stand, and yeah, like the information box or like information stand of the whole city. I just continue the same like version of the path that we have over here. So this is still part of like the square right here. I decided just to keep it like this, because once we get into the outskirts of the castle, then I'm gonna start using like path blocks and stuff like that, since yeah, there wouldn't really be anything like this. It's a little bit more fancy. I continue the same thing for the top over here. And then it seems like it's a little bit jerky, guys. I think I need to update the driver or disconnect my mouse or something. But yeah, so then same thing, I finished this path over here, and I just added some trees, some oak trees, that way it could be a little bit different. And I really like this area. I really like how this part came out. So we go up here, and then the same thing, I have some trees just to fill in this area. And like trees always like are good, right? Like they always look good. So yeah, that's why I decided to add some trees right here. And then the path continues this way, and then it just connects over here. And I got a bunch of trees, so this is where they went. So I went over to the shopping area, like trying to see if I could buy some trees. And I didn't find any in the lofts. I ended up going to the shop, the nether shop mall, or the nether mall, and I found somebody selling them there. So since I didn't have many, I came over here, and I guess I planted all these just to get more out of them. And then right before the episode started, I came over here just to finish adding some of the trees right here, and I couldn't find them. I thought I had them in these shulkers. I went over there, I couldn't find them at all. And now I see where I left them. I wanted to check over here because I actually died to a creeper when I was working in this area, and I heard him fall down. So I don't know if he spawned on top or down there. And I thought I had a torch or something there, but it seemed like I don't. So I think yeah, he spawned here. He saw me and he jumped down and just blew up. Like, he gave me no chance. All I heard was a boom. Alright, so for this episode, guys, like I mentioned before, I think it was in the last episode or the one before that, I wanted to add a tower in this hill area, and I think that's what we're gonna do in this episode. So I already went into creative mode, got an idea of what I want, and so I came back over here and I terraformed the area just to make it fit. So yeah, we're gonna work on this tower. It's gonna be a bell tower, because I don't think back then they would have clocks. I don't think they'd have that kind of machinery to do that intricate, is that a word, intricate work on small details like clocks and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's where we're gonna work. But before we get to that, guys, let's find a good seat, and I think this is the perfect one right here. And yeah, let's read the next episode or the next book of Wooly's Adventures. So yeah, we're on episode 3, guys, so let's get started. Clarion call woke me from my nap, calling all able-bodied citizens to the community Trungle. This vast dense continent was being cleared to design a modern city in which teams of people on the server to help figure it out. Engineers, lumberjacks, bakers, mart makers, superheroes, fishermen, knights, and soldiers. I'm going to need you all. Alright, guys, so this was a pretty interesting book. Yeah, so they started off by mentioning how they got started on Trungle City and their experience on trying to catch parrots, but I guess they had some trouble because some of them kept getting killed, which is really frustrating because that's happened to me where I'm trying to get the birds back to my base back home, and for some reason they end up getting killed, if it's by skeletons or they end up going where they're not supposed to, and stuff like that. It's a real pain trying to get them back home. Yeah, so they also mentioned how I guess that was the same time that Metamorphic Mike and Winnie were promoted, if you want to call it that, or they upgraded or something into modders, which is really interesting because I knew they changed, but I didn't know exactly when that was, and I guess it was when Trungle City was created or when they were working on it. Something else that they mentioned that was a little bit creepy is that there was a ghost. It was a ghost, guys. I guess he was messing with them, throwing them books, talking to them that way, and then also I guess pushing them around when they were trying to build, which was a little bit creepy. So it was a really interesting book. Alright, so let's place it back here, guys, and yeah, where it's safe. Yeah, guys, and to start off with the build, I think I got most of the supplies that I need. Crafting table, yes. And like I said before, I want to place it here, and I'm still having a little trouble with my mouse. I haven't really turned it off and anything, but it's kind of bothering me. So I feel like I need to make like a path coming off this one. Oh yeah, that one was a big one. Yeah, so the path is gonna go this way, and I guess it's gonna, like, once it comes straight over here, I might have it go turn around and then go up like some stairs right here, and then just curve around, and the entrance of the actual building is gonna be facing this way, and it's gonna be fairly big, guys, because I actually want to be able to go inside and at the same time have a bell in there, like I guess like a bell. Obviously it's really hard to make round stuff, but I came up with the bell shape. Yeah, and also added some lily pads over there, which look really cool. I really like how they have that like root coming out of the bottom, and now that I remember that, ooh, oh, I got our buddy over here. I was like, what was that noise? I need to go over there and start breeding the horses, that way we could get a little bit more. But yeah, so let me get started with the building, guys, and I guess in between me building this, we could go and check on our shop, since I went in between episodes and we didn't sell anything, guys, and it's been, I think, a day or two, maybe 2 days now, that I haven't checked it out in real time. So hopefully we got some sales, because I also went over and placed some acacia wood. So yeah, so let's go check out on those sales. Alright, guys, so it seems like it's not selling, so we need to put it back to 10 diamonds. All right, so glass chokers, 10 diamonds each. Yeah, so we got how many? 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. So we got 130 diamonds in there that we could sell. And for the acacia wood, we really haven't sold anything, and I still need to remember to get that and this over here. Alright guys, so I did end up buying a few stacks of gold, 6 that is, because it was 2 stacks for a diamond, and I thought that dude had like a head on. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna look to see if there's anything else I could get here before I head back home. And yeah, so I'll see you guys if I end up finding anything. Alright, so the dimensions of the tower is gonna be 9 by 9. So I want to see how many blocks we have here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 10, 11. Alright, so we got 11 blocks, which gives us a block in either side. So I guess now the same thing over here. So let's just go ahead and add these. Alright, so now I need to make one of those stone blocks. I forgot how they look like, but if I go in blocks down here, it's the one with the pattern, guys. I forgot what it was called. I think it's like a sculpted, and I'm trying to scroll up, and I guess it's by pages, which just makes it a little bit easier. The chiseled stone, which requires 2 stone slabs. All right, there we go, guys. Oh, and I'm just dropping everything, and I guess I can't make more. What about these? It seems like I can make one more, and then there we go. So let me just place these back in here. We're not gonna need these, and some of this stone as well, because I got a bunch of it and I'm not gonna need it. All right, so now that we have these guys, I guess I could put some. Ooh, what am I doing? Let me put these back here, and then I'm also gonna need the floor, so I might as well start going with the floor and adding some of the spruce wood. Alright, there we go. One more. Let me just break this one. And there we go, guys. Alright, so this is going to be the bottom. So now for each of the corners, we're actually going to go 10 high. And we're going to place one of these. I don't know why I'm going to the top. And then we're going to go... Alright, so this is one. And then we're going to be using polished andesite for the edges. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... and then 9, and then 10. Is that right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. And yeah, that's right, guys. So now let me do the other corners, and I'll be right back. 2, 3, 4. All right, so now we're at the top. Now we're gonna do another 10 layers. So we're gonna start off by once again adding these 4 corners, and I guess I'll just add them once I get to them. And once again, we're just gonna go another 10 up. So that's 2, 3, 4. All right, so now that we have the second section, we're gonna start off by doing the last one, which is gonna be the top. And since it is the tower, it's gonna end up a little bit smaller. So I'm placing these, and then we're gonna go the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And if you guys notice, I'm not adding one of these at the top. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even need one of those here, because they're not. We're gonna cover them with stairs. So this might be seen from the bottom, so that's why I decided to add a chisel one. So 1, 2, 3. Wow, that's gonna look really big, guys. It's gonna be probably one of the tallest buildings in this area, because it towers that one, and I think our storage area, which is pretty cool, because this is basically so everybody can hear. So it makes sense that it's gonna be the tallest one. And it seems like I picked something up. I don't know what I picked up. Alright, guys, so now that we got the frame done, I still need to do the top. But in order to do the top, I need to do the bottom, because I forgot exactly, and I don't want to like start at the top and then start at the bottom, because I want to do the walls now. And once I reach the top, I don't want to take everything down if I got something wrong. So I might as well. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Start from the bottom, and then yes, get to the top. All right, so for sure we're gonna need some cobblestone stairs. We're actually gonna need quite a few of them, and also some andesite. We need stone, but I'm gonna go back with that later. I'm also gonna need some cobblestone wall, and I guess some dirt. So I guess we're done with the polished andesite for now. So I guess I could add our dirt. And I think that's it. I might add one of these just in case I need it later on. Alright, guys, so now to do the inside of the actual wall, So we're gonna start out by the same thing as we did with our buildings, our castle buildings, where we go in the inside with the underside and then go after and start like placing some of the areas, like make out some of the windows, the door and stuff like that, and just start adding all the details and then go from there. Because I don't know, guys, like for me it's really hard to do that as I'm going. I'd rather go back later and just punch some holes into the walls, and then that way I could get an idea of where everything should go. And I'm basically gonna go do the same thing as the other buildings. So yeah, we're gonna do this all the way to the top. Alright guys, so now I made it to the top, and I'm actually gonna leave this section open like this because this is where the bell's gonna go. And yeah, it wouldn't be too smart if we add a wall to that. So I think I'll just do the bottom, and then once I'm ready for the top, like I said before, we'll work on it. So let me just get back down here, and yeah, let's get a look at it, guys, see how it looks, because it seems pretty tall as I'm adding. Oh, how this happened, and bam. Alright, so let me get out here, and I'm glad I'm able to actually get to the top of the roof just by jumping right here. There we go. Like I was saying, yeah, like just by adding all those blocks, it took maybe like 5 or 6 stacks of just underside to do the whole inside of the walls, which is a lot of underside, guys, a lot of blocks that I added just for this. So it is pretty big. But it does get your attention actually, so I really like this. Alright, so now for each of the walls, like I said before, I'm gonna add a window and then some details to the corners, and for that I'll be using cobblestone. So let me get my bam, there we go. Yeah, so let's start by adding some of the details, guys, and one of them, which is gonna be these cobblestone stairs. And then the same thing on this side, we're gonna add, and the haze is gonna give me a little bit of trouble. Hopefully it doesn't really bug me that much. Actually, I'm gonna need some polished underside right here in the corners like this, and I think I need one more right here. And I'm just doing this just to give it a little bit more detail, guys, to the actual building. So I think this is perfect right here, and then we'll be doing the same thing on this side, which is actually gonna leave one block right there, so that's gonna help out. So it's actually gonna go like this, and actually I need to pick all this underside up because I'm running out. I've been using it a lot in like mostly all my builds. Alright, so now that we have this, guys, it gives us this shape right here. So we're actually gonna do this in the corners as well. But now for the actual wall, so we're actually gonna continue this one. Actually, I could have left that one in. No, I'll just break it, and then we're gonna continue. Ah, man, this one, and then start adding some more polished underside right here, and then we're actually gonna add a cobblestone, upside down cobblestone in on top of that one. Same thing on this one, and then this is where our wall or our window is gonna go. So it's gonna be let me count, guys, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3 blocks high like this, and then there's gonna be one at the top. Can I get to it? Yes, I can. So now the same thing right here, and actually I'm gonna need some cobblestone slabs, which I'm not sure if I brought, and I didn't, but I did bring some cobblestone, and I don't need that many. Actually, it doesn't really take that many. Probably I'm gonna need some for the roof, so I might as well start making some of them. And I'd rather switch this one out because I don't think we're gonna need this one anymore with our slabs that I lost. Alright, so now I just want to add these here in the corners, and then one at the top, which I can't reach. How about that? There we go. And it seems to be perfect now. Alright, so now for the sides, actually we're gonna be breaking as well, and we're gonna do it with this one, that one, and this one as well, I guess. Ooh, I didn't want to do that, so we're gonna have to add this one back up. Yeah, guys, and I got a question for you guys. So I was wondering how, like, you guys been enjoying the episode so far. Like, what do you guys think of the base? Is there anything that you guys like, any recommendations that you guys might have? Maybe we could build the type of building that you guys find suitable for this base or something that we're missing, basically, because I really want some feedback, guys, from you. Probably like you guys won't, there won't be many people watching it as I'm doing the episodes, but just within time, like maybe like a year from now, there might be like a few of you guys watching. You never know, but I just want any like tips, you know what I mean, like something that I could use maybe later on, even though if this is a long time after I made it that you guys are watching it. And now that we have that, we're actually gonna add our slabs right here, and I'm just gonna leave this open. So it's fairly simple, guys. It's a really cool pattern as well. Actually it took me a few attempts at like figuring out a really cool wall. And now for the bottom right here, which is lined up with this one where that jumpy block is, and then once we have that, we're actually gonna add some what don't I need? I don't think I need this right now. And let me put this one over here. We're actually gonna use cobblestone walls, just to connect it right here to these side bars. And with the same thing over here, we're gonna add a couple of these stairs. Can I reach that? Yes, I can. And we're basically done with the top right here. Then at the bottom right there, I'm actually gonna add some stone buttons, that way nothing can spawn there. So let me do the top as well, and then we could go back and give it get an overall look of how it's gonna be looking like. So yeah, all right, so now let's take a look at it, guys, from over here. So let me just throw another pro, and just perfect timing, Ninja, thank you. So I can show you guys, come on, jump boost, how it's gonna start looking like it. And it seems okay. I really like it. It seems a little bit simple just because we do have just two of the sections, but once we add the roof, guys, it's gonna like look a little bit better. It's gonna be a little bit more finished. So let's get a better look at it from this side. So this one's not done, obviously. So overall, guys, I think it's gonna work out. So let me do the rest of the sides, and then once we start doing the top, I'll bring you guys back. All right, guys, so I'm done with the building, and as you guys see, I got some shaders on which look amazing. It just completely makes everything look like, oh my god, like a full game, guys, like an actual game, except that part. It's just like some floating wall up there. But yeah, guys, so I got these shaders which are cool, just in case you guys were wondering which ones I have on. Right here, they're the Silder's Vibrant shaders. I actually got these from a video on YouTube where I asked, I basically just looked up how to get shaders for 1.13 because I couldn't get the Optifine for it. I got a little buddy over here, and this is the shaders they had, and how they showed how to get. So it's pretty cool. I really like them, except I don't really like the lights, but I guess it's a little bit realistic of how they look. The lighting, like shade or whatever you guys want to call it, because it's a little bit dark and it's turning nighttime right now, but I don't like the glow. Let me show you guys up here what I mean by that. So this glow right here, but at the same time it kind of fits that Middle Ages like feel, you know what I mean, with the lights and stuff like that. So in a way it's gonna work out, but at the same time, I don't know, guys, like it's just I think it's something that I'm gonna have to get used to, because being in here when there's sunlight outside, it's just a little bit, I don't know, it looks a little bit weird. But let's look at our tower up there, all finished and ready to go. If you guys can see, I got the tower up there, or the bell I mean, and it just looks amazing. You guys are able to see some of the lighting that I have up there, and yeah, it looks pretty cool, guys. So even in the nighttime it looks amazing, like the lights, because I have a bunch of pumpkins, lanterns I guess you guys could call them, in between the bushes, under the bushes I mean, and so it provides a little bit of lighting throughout the whole area, and I really like that feeling. So I'm probably going to be doing that instead of using torches, although I'm still going to be using torches on the areas where they're supposed to go. And look at this, guys, the moon, wow, it just looks amazing. I really like, look at the sky, looks beautiful. We got some clouds out there. It just looks amazing, guys. Look at this view over here. Even the fog even looks amazing. It looks beautiful. I really like the shaders. So I guess I'm gonna use them from now on. I really like these. So I think I'm just gonna keep these shaders. But I'm actually just gonna use them to show off the building, not to play with. Cause I don't know, it just looks really weird playing with these shaders. I guess you kind of gotta get used to it, but in order to know the blocks and stuff like that, I kind of need to play in regular Minecraft. I do the same thing with the texture pack. I take it off when I'm playing regular, or actually never mind, I don't do that no more now that I'm thinking about it. I used to do that, the texture pack off when I was building and stuff like that, but now I kept it because I got used to it. So I don't know if I want to keep shaders on whenever I play from now on. But look at that, guys, it looks amazing. That, oh my god, that looks beautiful. But I think I want a thumbnail picture of daytime. I prefer the daytime picture, and then we can see the beacons that just stand out a lot. So I need to find the perfect areas for some of these beacons, because yeah, I don't know if I want them blocking like the whole thing. I might do them like in corners in some of the buildings. So yeah, but look at this, guys, it looks beautiful, it looks amazing. I really like how everything looks like. So once it turns daytime, I'll bring you guys back and I'll give you guys a little tour of all the stuff that I've done, because other than finishing the tower, I've also gone and done a little bit around the actual building. So I'll show you guys all the details that I did once it's daytime, because we got so many people on. Look at this, it's crazy. Normally I'd be off today, but they changed my days off at work, so I have today off. And look at all these people, guys. I guess it's people from the UK. If you guys didn't know, I'm from the US and I live in California, so most of these people are completely the opposite of me. So let me go to sleep really quick and then I'll bring you guys back. Alright, so let me show you guys what I've done, and look at this, it just looks beautiful. So I got my little drop zone right here, so let's take a look, guys. Look at this, it looks beautiful. I really like all these textures. Another thing that I did was I went down into the mine that we had before. I mined a little bit and I took out all the torches. That way, like, if there's any mobs, they can spawn down there and not up here. So I think I need to do a little bit more work on that. But look at the tower, guys, it looks beautiful. Like, wherever we at, it just stands out. It just looks like it's just there. So I really like that. So yeah, I worked on the paths. I worked on the path, this path, and the one that connects over there. So if you guys notice, I got this done. I'm not done yet because I still need to add some of the stone right here. Or now that I'm thinking about it, no, I actually want the stone on there like this, just to make it like a complete path, and just leave like the grass on the grass area. But yeah, so I finished the path going up here. I did the same thing down here, and yeah, so I added a couple benches here and there, because I mean, come on, everybody wants to sit down, gaze. Look at this view right here, guys. Just by having everything complete, it just looks really beautiful. So yeah, so we can just sit down, chill, relax, you know, read our books, and yeah, it just looks really cool. Alright, so now let's get to it. I thought I saw a mob right there, or a zombie or something. And look at this over here. Wow, I like the water though. I really like how it looks, and then how it's waving and stuff like that. It just looks realistic. So yeah, I really like how everything looks like in the daytime. In the nighttime, I think it's gonna take a little bit to get used to the glow. Alright, so now to continue, another thing that I did was I added these right here just to connect the actual building to this path. The same thing over here, and I didn't want to go all the way over here because obviously I want these flowers to stand out a little bit and be out here, so I didn't cover them with the stairs or the fence. Yeah, that way nobody could go up there. Obviously, if this was real life, we wouldn't want no kids going up there and stuff like that, or just people in general. So it looks really nice. Another thing that I did before I forget, now that we're down here, I added a bunch of bushes. And actually, that's the reason I came over here for. So I added and the lights in our eyes, so I added a bunch of bushes, as well as some roses, rose flowers, and some vines. These are the vines up here, just to finish off this area, because I don't think I'm gonna do anything with this hill right here. You know, it's like old and stuff like that, so I don't think anybody would mess with it, because we have a big an older building on top. Because if you guys didn't notice, usually like on the older buildings, I have them made out of stone, and then the newer ones, they have wood and stuff like that, like these the horse stables and stuff like that. So that's one of those things. It's like an old building, as well as that one, so obviously they wouldn't want to mess with it. So yeah, so I just added a bunch of these bushes here to the side, just to make it a little bit more complete and just to finish it off. And then over here as well, like I said, I added another bench that way people could just sit down if they want to relax here in the quad. And also scattered some of these fires here and there just to make it a little bit more filled, I guess. I don't know how I want to call it, guys. But yeah, so let's go up here. I did finish this path as well, going up here, because it was looking a little bit odd in this area. So I still don't know what I'm gonna do in this area. I'm probably just gonna add some bushes here and there and just make it a little bit one of those areas where nobody goes into. It's kind of just like looking good. Yeah, so I'm probably just gonna leave this alone, just add a few more things. What up, buddy? Oh man, you're ugly, dude. Yeah, so let's continue. So we have the path going up here. I added another fire here just to give it a little bit more lighting, and it's cool because it connects to the house. But then we also have the path going to the left, and this is the path that's going to take us to the tower. And then I started another path going this way, so whenever we need to do something, yeah, this is the path that we can take. This is another area that I still don't know what to do. I could probably fit a building right here, like a really small building, but I still don't know exactly what I want to do. So for now I'm just gonna leave it alone. And I also added some bushes as well as some vines just to like tie everything together, and I think it looks good. And I'm seeing like I'm missing some vines right there. I don't really like that sharp corner right there, but yeah, so it looks really nice, guys. I added those vines right there. I didn't want to add them all the way at the top because I didn't want that to like take away from the building. So I just decided to do it at the bottom, since we have the bushes, you know. It's basically the bushes started growing into the building, so that's why I decided to do it like that. Overall, guys, it looks beautiful. Look at this. This is a really nice picture of it too. And like I said before, I don't have anything right now because I still don't know what to do right here, although I already got an idea for this place. I'm actually gonna do a building on top of that hill, because on top of that hill on the other side there's nothing. It's just like a cliff going straight down, so that's a perfect spot for a building. And then this is gonna be like a walkway, so I want to connect this tower to that building, and then right here I'll probably add like a little quad and a pathway, that way they could get to the actual tower and to that building. So I already got plans for that. I'm not sure when I'm gonna make it, but yeah, I already got this place covered with ideas. So I didn't continue over here the path going this way, just like I said before. I still don't know what I'm gonna do on this side completely. I got some ideas, but they're not worked out, so I don't want to add anything because then that might mess with any ideas that I might have. So I'm not gonna mess with this area for now, guys. I'm just gonna continue the path going up here and finish this one. So added a cobweb, added a few details, you know. I didn't want to add too many because these are pretty big. I would have wished they were a little bit smaller, because yeah, they take a whole block, so they're really big, guys. Yeah, so we got added a door. I still need to figure out a way to fix this, but now that I'm looking at it, I don't think it's that bad. I might change some of these blocks just to make it look a little bit more better and a little bit more fitting. I'm probably gonna add some cobblestone walls right here, just to make it a little bit more interesting, because yeah, it's just like a hole in the wall. Yeah, but let's go inside, guys. We got our stairs, and then I decided to add, since some of these blocks are spawnable, I decided to add some of these torches as we go around. And then as we're going around, guys, we could actually go throughout the window, so people have to be careful not to jump out. Obviously, this wouldn't be a place where people would normally come in. This is like more like a job, you know, for somebody who would have to ring the bell. This wouldn't normally be a place like a public place area for people to come. And since it's a little bit on the older side, it kind of makes sense that it's a little bit dangerous, right? Yeah, so look at this, guys. It looks beautiful. Oh my god, I love these shaders. I've never really played with shaders, so this is my first time. I see people playing with them all the time, but I just love these. Another thing that I took out was the waving bushes. I didn't really like those waving bushes. It's just too much, so I took that away, and the only thing I have waving is like the grass and flowers and stuff like that. So I think that's perfect. It just completes it, because yeah, in the trees I don't really like how they wave. It's too much. If they didn't wave as much as they do, then I would have probably kept them, but they completely wave, guys. It's like too much, you know. It's a little bit confusing. It started to give me a headache, and it just didn't look good overall. So once we reach to the top, guys, we have our bell right here, huge bell. And like I said before, there's no, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I could probably add two right here to make it square. So that's probably something that I'm going to come back and add And yeah, so the something that I also forgot, guys, was to connect something here. I needed to add a few more of those blocks connecting it to the actual frame, which I forgot, so I need to come back and finish this off. So once when I do that, I'll probably just come back and add the corner blocks right here of iron blocks to finish it off. So obviously we got a hole in here, and somebody was gonna ring the bell. They would come in here with like a really big stick, you know, and just starts like hitting it, going here and just start hitting it. But I don't know how that would work, because the guy would probably be he wouldn't be able to hear no more. He probably hurt his ears doing this. So I guess it's just an old tower, guys. So we're just saying that's an old tower. People don't use it no more. It's just one of those things that was left over, like one of those leftover ruins that there's some places that they have. So let's just say it's that. It doesn't really make sense, but I need to come back and fix that. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Like I said, this is not a public place, so this is more just for the person who would work here and have to ring the bell at certain hours, for example in the morning, or maybe when it was time to go to sleep and stuff like that, or when there was something important. So I think that's gonna be it, guys. So yeah, so it's pretty cool, guys. I'm really glad that I was able to get the shaders, that I came across them, because it just looks amazing. I think that's gonna be it. Don't forget to leave a like, guys, and to subscribe for more videos, and I guess I'll just catch you guys on the next one. Team Rocket Plays